Available now from Extremis Publishing. The Sabbatical, A Year of Travel During the Pandemic, by James R.A. Herriot.
Hello, my name is James Herriot. I wrote it started as an online journal during lockdown. It features 52 places in the world my wife Debbie and I have been to over many, many decades. During lockdown we couldn't travel, we couldn't see our family, we couldn't see our friends. So this became a vicarious experience of going back to places and people we'd met, things we'd done, friends we'd been with. So every week we wrote a new one. Now it's a fairly broad number of places. We were in Australia, we'd been to the outback, we'd been to the rainforest, we'd been skiing in Italy and France, we've been to Monte Cassino in Italy, one of the worst battles of the Second World War, in which actually my father took place. We also go to New York. We happened to go there after 9/11 and went back there to the museum a number of years later. It also relates to places much more local. You know, we are Northumbrians, we're Borders people, and we have places like Bamborough, Holy Island, Marchmont, Cragside, Newcastle. The Highlands feature a lot, you know, we're great ones for going salmon fishing and meeting up with friends. So it's a very, very broad experience. It's basically, the book features 6 pictures, images that relate to every one of these places we've been to. It also tells you about what we learnt, who we met, different cultures and ethnic backgrounds. And on top of that, it also features 52 books, which we picked up on lots of these when we were travelling, and we learnt new things from them. And each one of those, there's a meaning within it. We also have 52 pieces of classical music, which very much relate to the places and also to what we love. Also 52 contemporary pieces of music, which again, each one of those has a memory that relates to it. And possibly the last one is the 52 fine wines, which we've consumed with friends and family around the world, closer to home. But each one has been a very special occasion. As someone who has worked for 50 years, up to the time of the pandemic, never had a sabbatical being a year off. As a self-employed man, it created an opportunity, unfortunately, not to travel, but what we could do is reminisce about everything that we have done over many years, and we've been very, very lucky to go to places that most people will never go to. And so the whole aim was 52 weeks. We wrote about one of these places every week, some on the other side of the world, some closer to home, but always there's a message within it. The whole aim was to give our children and grandchildren a positive message during a dark time. And it was a brilliant vicarious experience for us and a great way to communicate with our friends and to say thank you for some very amazing times. I think for anyone who reads the Sabbatical, they'll find it's a very broad church. It covers very unusual trips around the world, but our whole aim was to pass on a message to our children and our grandchildren. You know, it's at my age, you've seen a lot, but you know, for my children and grandchildren, the big message was really, the world's your oyster. Do with it what you can, with an open and inquiring mind. And the sabbatical hopefully opens up images, attitudes, approach to life. It weirdly, at a time when it was, as I say, very dark and difficult for so many people, it gave us, well, it gave us a lot of joy and lots of memories. And maybe if I could afford to go and do all of this in 1 year, which unfortunately is never going to happen, but it was a great way to record a lifetime of amazing adventures, amazing friendships, amazing places, amazing experiences. And I hope you can find something within this that maybe resonates with you. The Sabbatical is now available through all good booksellers and online, and I should thank Extremis, my publishers, who believed in the project and much appreciate their help and input. And it's now available around the world, I'm told, and I would love my friends in Australia, my friends in people I've met in New Zealand, people I've met in Italy, France, Turkey, New York, America, all sorts of places, as well as much more local. So the book is now available, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
For more information about the Sabbatical, please visit the Extremis Publishing website at www.extremispublishing.com.